Cthulhu sounds as Tim drinks soda is what greet us, as well as Tim's greeting to you guys. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Starcom Nexus. In the last episode, we explored more of this arm of the galaxy, looking to see if we could find other jamming stations. And to that end, we did indeed find one out here in this cluster of stars. A shielded one, in fact. But we had the firepower to easily get past the shield after a little bit of work, and then decimate it. We got enough research points to construct the Protoss carrier blueprint of mine, and after some tweaking, I made a little more pretty looking. And a little better, as I was able to find space for another shield module, and yet keep everything still armored as well. Proving a lot of fun to use this with 4 Havoc Defense. Well, you guys have already know what the blueprint is. I told you about it in the last episode. We then found the information needed to translate the fractal graffiti, but unfortunately, the game did not spawn the graffiti station where it said it would, which was at negative 39.3 or 36.3 by negative 19. It's simply not there. This is an occasional problem with Starcom Nexus, which has been reported several times, and that sometimes a quest, at least doesn't seem to be the main quest, doesn't spawn a thing that you want to find. Maybe it's somewhere else in the galaxy, but it's definitely not where the game said it would be. I'm over here because I was hoping that maybe I could track it down to negative 19 and 36.3 in this area, this arm of the galaxy. So we're going to try peeking around out here as well, and just to see if maybe it is out here instead. I don't think it is, but we'll take a quick peek. It's negative 39.3 by negative 18 is what that says. So over here, let's go for, so we're in positive 39s. We know it's not in any negative 39s. We just had hostiles warp in. Let's deal with them really quick. Keep launching all those drones, and they'll just decimate all these ships for us. I love how this looks. All those drones firing as well. That looks amazing. Must be pretty cool to be on the bridge of a Protoss carrier, watching all your drones decimate the enemies as well there, too. We'll offer a little bit of supporting fire to our drones. Alright, well done! Okay, so it's one more time the combat distracted me to the point where I can't remember. It is at negative 39.3 by negative 18. So over here, we're going to go with positive 39.3, negative 18, and positive 18, and see if maybe it spawned it there. So both are within range of another system, so I'm willing to believe they could be out here. And the other one would be positive 18, positive 39.3, which again is within the realm of possibility, but I doubt this one's it. We would have seen the planet, I think, on our radar by now. Crates! Any case, there is something else, by the way. Oh, hold on. So we did explore all the planets out here. This isn't the location. And there also is something that we completely missed out here, a transport ship of some sort. So maybe we'll come back out here at some point as well and explore that area. But when I warped in here, there's 2 stars I did not see before. So we should probably investigate these as well. I figured we'd start... Actually, no. Let's start by going up here and seeing if there's anything in this location. Then we can come back down to this Nexus and jump up here to clear out some of the notes I had placed earlier. So this should be a fun episode of us using the Protoss carrier to fight off any enemies in the area while checking on nodes to see if we can find the fractal graffiti. Now, once again, there have been instances I've seen on the Steam forums where people report that, hey, this thing didn't spawn. I'm at the location. I've been looking around this location for a few hours, like an hour or two. It doesn't spawn. And the developer is able to fix it by you sending them the save file. I feel a little bad because it's in a game where you're rewarded for exploring, in a game which encourages exploring to this extent. When a game gives you a hint and there is nothing there because of a bug, that's a big letdown. That's such a shame. But most of these things, there's a handful of things that do this, and while it's disappointing, it doesn't stop, I think, the game from being a really good game, just with the occasional system that quest that doesn't spawn the thing it's supposed to. So if I was reviewing the game, it would lose a few points for that. But I still really like Starcom Nexus. I don't want to be overly down on the game for having this bug, but it is a bug. And generally, bugs in games are things I don't like them very, very much when I get them. This is the large, irradiated star. So we're going to, well, very dangerous star to get too close to. So we'll go ahead and go around it. What can we talk about when we're doing this? Today is the 22nd of December, 2022. I'm playing this game several times in a row, once a day, because I like having the backlog. I'm trying to complete the game before, or rather, record all the videos of me getting to the end of the game before January hits. So this way I can look ahead, see how many videos I got, and begin figuring out what video it will be being recorded next. Oh, interesting. We do keep the shield on us as we travel through the warp. And what are you? A single interceptor. We don't really care about you. Let's quick save the game and head on out here. Oh, the donation jar. What are we up to? So oh my god, I flew right past that. That was so lucky that we didn't slam into that. I swear the game spawns them around you, and sometimes directly in your path to make it difficult for you. But I think it only does it when you're looking at this screen, not the other screen. The main map screen. In any case, I think we're up to $140 or $143. I'll have to double check later. I don't think we lost anyone in the last episode either, which is nice. My original blueprinted ships, of which I have loaded very few of them, tended to do very well. But they were also being flown around when I was playing at difficulty level 2. All those many moons ago now. But I guess we should talk about... Let's think here. What should we talk about? Well, I was talking about stuff that was rather depressing last time. So let's talk about some more exciting things this time around. Or happier things. Aeodor Genesis, we talked about briefly. We're going to be playing that game in 2023. And I should at least make sure that the version I've got is the latest version. To my knowledge, there is no newer version of Aeodor Genesis around at the moment. The last version has been very stable. And I very much like it. And it's practically finalized. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about this really quick. I mentioned a few videos ago about Darkest Dungeon. And how the actual Darkest Dungeon game, how the developers of it seem to change the game to match what I had done to their game. Not quite at 100% the same changes, or the same levels or numbers, but very close to them. And while I'm not going to say that they saw what I did and then decided to use what I did in their game, I think they eventually realized the same things that I realized immediately about the game and how it needed to be changed. once again, the crystal expansion for that game, where they increased the critical chance on many of the heroes' skills by some significant number, by like 5 or 6%. And I was like, oh, that's too much. That makes it too easy for the heroes. So I'm going to go ahead and increase some of their skills by 1%, but that will be it. Maybe 2% for like 2 singular skills. And then they did practically the same thing after like 2 or 3 months had passed. So with the same exact reason that they had given as to what I had said during my videos, which was that it made it too easy. The heroes were just decimating the creatures, and I could tell that was going to happen immediately. But they wanted to add those crit buffs to the individual heroes, which I like the idea of. So in Aeodor Genesis, I had made a handful of changes there as well. And the developers there did something similar for some of the things I had done. 2 skills in particular. The leadership for the commander, I felt was a little lackluster. With the only thing it did for you, if I recall correctly, was it increased your morale slightly and gave you slightly more experience points. I think I changed it to actually give like more morale and slightly more experience than what was given originally. It was like a 5% increase in experience points, which I thought was nominal. You almost never didn't recognize it. So I think I increased it to 10%. And I believe the developers of it did the same thing. I also changed the Scout's looting skill in that game, increasing the total looting value by an extra, I want to say 30% if you took it all the way to rank 5. That was a Sentinel vessel of some sort, based on the snaking missiles, but we're out of there. Well, that was interesting. I thought for 1 second we passed by something on the way up here. Okay, well, let's see what this cutter and anything else it has nearby, and then we're sailing out to this. Oh, I'm in the completely wrong galaxy. Okay, so we'll deal with this cutter and or these 2 enemies, and then we'll take that warp nexus back up north. Yeah, so they did the same thing. They at least increased him by an extra, I think, 10 or 20% for looting for that 1 skill of his. I'm not a fan of when like the second upgrade is obviously worse than the first 2 upgrades for skills in that game, because why would I take it then? Like, okay, I'll go ahead. You're not even tempting me to take the skill. Let's deal with these laser ships first. We can let our scouts deal with that. It feels like a battle. Oh no, this is a frigate. Oh, this is grand. I really like this ship. This ship can really lay down some fire with the help of the drones. Well, actually, the drones are the main focal point of it. What is this planet? I don't think there's anything here. The base is where we first discovered the algorithm keys required for the Sentinels, so I don't think we want to go back there. Okay, let's jump all the way up here. Vendari! Been a while since we've seen you guys. don't want to hit the Uku, so let's avoid doing that. Hey, leave him alone. Jerk. And hello, Uku. We could probably use more adamantine. Funny, because a few episodes ago I was saying how we would... Oh, we have 648 adamantine. But we also don't have the axial ultra gun constructed. So we'll go ahead and trade for more adamantine with them after all. And we have 2,000 gold. Let's trade him some gold for this. So let's trade him 168. Close to a perfect trade. Oh, we did get that egg. Looks like we can talk to them about it. So let's ask them. Hey, we obtained an egg. Is it your species? Words were not sufficient to express our gratitude at the return of our future, but we said them nonetheless. And gave you gifts. Plus 50 platinum. Things for things, things for knowledge. What did we do when we swam together? Things for knowledge. Nothing available. Okay, take care, guys. I think we bought that egg for like some 60 or so, maybe 100 something titanium, and received 50 platinum in return for it. I think that's fair. More than fair, actually. So this is the thing with the buttons, which we learned at least turn this on. So let's go out to the possible location first. This is the last attempt I have of finding out if there's a 3918. Where it would have spawned the planet and or station. And I don't think it's out here. There's no star here, which means it's very unlikely there's a planet out here. And I got the impression the station was supposed to be near a planet. That sounds like the Vendari are still fighting Sentinels to me. Right, what else can you talk about, Tim? What else can I talk about? So I've begun to watch a few videos about how to record a board game. Since I'm intending to record, at some point this year, my Heroes Quest alterations. At the very least, it would be fun to learn how to do it. How to record the board game, me playing a board game with some of my friends. And get it uploaded to YouTube for everyone to see. There's nothing out here. Okay, so it did not spawn this research station. Okay, that's all there is to it. I've tried my best. It's either in a different galaxy altogether, and we'll find it by happy accident, or it didn't spawn it, which is looking like the most likely case. My house is not really designed for recording a board game in so much that So, here, I'm recording in my den, and this room is small. It's about 10 foot by 14 feet or something like that. It's basically a child's bedroom. And it's small. I have bookshelves on the walls, and curtains next to me, a shade. There's lots of stuff to mute the audio to keep it from bouncing off the other walls and what have you. It's the only room that's been designed by happy accident. I did not design this room with the intention of making it more soundproof is the wrong term to use, but to dampen sounds. That's the way it worked. You are Gortanu ships. You are also neutral, so we will just ignore you. We do want to go to that wormhole, which means that we're likely to fight the Gortanu, So we'll have a little bit of fun there, I suppose. Oh, or maybe not. Nope, never mind. We will go ahead and fight them. Scare that one guy away. And the Cortana went hostile. Okay, so they are angry that we're attacking these. Now they're neutral again. Maybe they saw the drones and realized that we have some powerful drones of our own here. Oh, they're still neutral. Might as well wipe them out. The Katana are hostile again. Our drones will automatically begin shooting them then, as well. Let's see how you Cortana like having drones thrown at you. Not so fun, is it? Although they're much better at shooting them down than the Sentinels are. Oh yeah, look at very high accurate, quick pulse fire from them. But scouts are no match for a carrier. You can't trade with the Gortanu either. They don't offer you any chance to do that, so it's another reason why I don't really mind fighting them. Being neutral just means we don't take drone attacks. That's probably an Uku fighting Sentinels and Gortanu. Or it's the Sentinels fighting the Vendari. Yeah, Vendari frigates. We have a battle cruiser. We'll deal with it after we deal with all the support ships. The missiles can get through our shields because they're firing them at really close range, so our Havoc defense systems don't have a chance to shoot them down. Oh yeah, we're here now with a ship that has plasma turrets, so we should be able to destroy some of these crates. Actually, we're here with Havoc defense systems, so we can just use them. There's something else around out here. We should absolutely grab all of that. There is something else out here. It's a Vendari frigate. Some more missiles, our drones. Destroyed it though. Well done, guys. Alright, let's get these crates destroyed. See if there's anything special in them. Sometimes there might be something special, like some unique research or something that we missed earlier. Oh, you know what? I think we did go out to that transport ship. Actually, no, No! Oh! The transport ship isn't even there. The transport ship is the Lostriches, the last known point of one of the ships on radar. And then I brought down the map. That's what happened there. It's like just titanium in these crates. Still get them all. Including that one all the way over there. Cortano Eviscerator, so that's a drone launcher. I don't think it'll be a match for us. Let's let them know that we know that he's here. Even though our Havoc defense should deal with their drones are very quick. And so some will probably fly through our defenses. So I'm just going to gun them down and make sure we don't lose anybody. What is that, gold out here? Sparkling so much? Or Chirolite? Gold. Okay, so we got these crates. And we missed 2 planets out here. And, well, the Drone Core, I don't feel like destroying that, but we should definitely check these 2 planets. I think last time I was here, we followed the Lostriches for a bit. Did we fly in this direction? I don't think we did fly all that way. Maybe we did. That was like 6 videos that gets us more seeds. We can't scan those anymore. Anyway, I'm off for the next 2 weeks and a day, which is nice. My Christmas vacation. I'm nervous. I usually get sick or something bad happens over Christmas vacation. Whenever I schedule like a week off, something happens to rob me of the time off. Usually I end up in the hospital for some horrific reason. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm hopeful that nothing that bad happens this time. There's my phone going off. Did I just jinx it? 1 second. Okay, just potential spam. Thank God. All right, let's see what else is. Let's see what's out here. What do we leave out here, by the way? Oh, the core. We'll just leave it out here. I like occasionally leaving just stuff lying around. Just because I don't have to actually harvest all the neutronium. Oh, wow, we left some anomaly on this planet. Let's see what's down there. A cursory search of the area where the supposed anomaly was detected reveals nothing of interest. Perhaps the anomaly scanner is on the blink again. Keep searching the area, there must be something. After searching for several hours, the team engineer notices that the portable scanner is giving some unexpected measurements. Further investigation and a review of the scan logs show that many of the remote worlds at the edge of this galaxy have subtly different core compositions from the anomaly reference calibration. This must be causing occasional false positives. Okay, nothing on the planet, but we discovered what was wrong with our scanner out here. And we missed this other planet. Let's go check that one too. And then we get to double back to the warp nexus. What warped in? Sentinels. I saw a battle cruiser amongst them. Nice. We'll have a fun fight on our way out. Looks like the other planet we just scanned. Same class as well. But nothing on this one. Okay. Nothing else out here? Nothing else out here. That's like a 10-minute flight. So I would rather go back to this Nexus and go out there. And I guess we'll visit the Lostriches, everyone. I think we're probably all done with Lostriches repairing their ships. So let's visit their homeworld and see if they are all back there by now. Okay, Interceptors are the itty bitty little. Ooh, little. You weren't there before. And it's not a little itty bitty ship. Let's get all our drones out to start. There's the little one. Woo! Well, that's kind of a shame in a way. I didn't realize that would happen. They fired and destroyed that core, which destroyed their ships. But also, oh, you stupid swarm drone going back to the other planet. Also destroyed all our drones in the process. Now we have to reconstruct them. But it does take out another one of those explosive cores, which I... Oh, you jerk. Which I like knowing is no longer around. Yeah, so usually what happens, so there's a combination of things, viewers. This is how often this has happened, and all my friends from several years ago who used to work with me, they've moved on to better things. Used to warn me when it was happening because they watched it happen to me every time. Whenever I would try to take a vacation, and or whenever it was you get paid 3 times in a month instead of just normal 2 times a month. Something bad would happen to take away my time off and or take away the extra paycheck I would earn. It happened all the time, every time. This month is one of the rare Decembers where I'm going to be off for 2 weeks and get a 3rd paycheck. So I'm just waiting for something absolutely horrific to happen to rob me of both of these things. So we'll see what happens. Okay, let's get out our drones and destroy these Vendari. I don't like your cheating missiles. Might as well destroy the battle cruisers who decided to pick a fight with us. She's smoking. And she's not facing us or firing missiles, so we should have no issues with her. Wow, look at all that. I think that's Cheerolite? No, titanium. Makes up for all the drones we're constructing. Let's think, what can I talk about? I tried to record a handful of other games this year, but they never made it to the channel, and in the end I had to delete some of these videos. You guys I think I've already mentioned that Black Mesa was a failure originally, because I recorded it a few times with the completely silent, with the intention to record my voice afterwards, but I couldn't manage to do it. My editing software had problems, so I had to delete about 20 videos, which also took quite a bit of time to compress down after recording, and to fix video tearing with those videos. Video tearing is what I call when your audio and video do not sync up correctly. Sure, we'll go ahead and exchange fire with the Vendari here. Uh-oh, we're losing lots of drones, though. We've lost 10 drones so far. We definitely should take out their support craft. Okay, we're going to have to actually withdraw. Oh, that's interesting. Vidari are fighting the Gortanu. Well, they'll have even more drones to deal with. And it looks like, whatchamacallit got involved too. The poor Uku. Okay, let's keep our drones inside the ship at the moment. We lost all of them. Ooh, that's a lot of missiles. I think they have 2 battle cruisers here. Oh, lots of missile strikes, Tim. Oh! No, I think that was one we've already investigated. Oh, our shields are down. Let's get some distance. Nice. Battle cruiser destroyed. Let's get this other one. Maybe your friend first. He's so interested in assisting. Okay, we should get some distance. We're taking some fire. Let the drones do the work. It's what they're there for. Good. Excellent work, drones. That was fun. Get to collect a ton of resources. And now we go south to take the work nexus. We're still in combat music, so there's something else hostile around here, but we'll just ignore it. We lost a person. Okay, that's a shame. What's happened at the very end there? Well, other than a bunch of nothing, we haven't found anything else out here since we started exploring. Well, resources. We got lots of resources from both the fighting and destroying crates. And a tiny bit of research, but not really enough to warrant going back to Kite Station. Let's get to the Nexus. And I guess... let's look around really quick. Let's go back to here and investigate these 2 suns. More Vendari. We'll just ignore them. And head out to the planet instead. Alright, what can we talk about, viewer? So... Right, I was talking about video games that I tried to record, it didn't work out for me. So I tried to record a first-person shooter called Cultic, which was amazing. I really loved the music. I liked the gameplay of it. It's basically, it's like an old-school FPS. I guess Duke Nukem 3D would be a good one to compare it to, based on the graphics and how it worked. It was phenomenal, and it was made by one guy who did everything for the game. The music, the level design, the code for it. I think it was designed in Unity. The balance, the tweaking, everything. I really liked it. I thought it was great. I tried to record it, but some games, despite the lower resolution of the graphics, still consume a huge amount of space when I'm done. An hour of Cultic would take about 600 gigabytes worth of space to record it. And even compressed down, the size of the videos were about 80 gigs. That's one of the largest games I've ever tried to compress. And it would still take hours to upload that to YouTube afterwards. And it was just not going to work. especially because I wouldn't be uploading any of those videos until I completed recording the entire set, which would have been like 10 videos total. 800 gigs? Almost a terabyte for one game sitting on a hard disk? That's too much. No, so in the end, it's not going to get recorded. But it's still a good game. I very much like Cultic. It's a shame that it's not very optimized and I couldn't record the game. But gameplay was great. Absolutely loved it. Liked, there was a little story to it, but I didn't care about the story as much as I care about killing things and popping heads off of cultists with my lever action rifle was fantastic. That was a lot of fun. Hold on, let's deal with these sentinels. Then we'll take a look at this planet. I should definitely sail back up and look at the sun. Good work, drones. Something on this desert world. Let's see what it could be. What the heck is this? The entire surface of this planet is covered with a lattice of solar collectors and broadcast antenna. The team's engineer observes that the array collects energy from the sun and redistributes it to select clusters of antenna, which broadcast a powerful signal at targeted locations in the sky. Every few hours, the antenna and target change. Analysis of the broadcast signal reveals that it consists of 3 parts. The first part is a primer, apparently designed to teach whoever receives the signal how to interpret the rest of it. The second part is a crash course on physics, chemistry, and engineering. A race that could receive radio signals but had not progressed much further could quickly use this information to jump past their industrial age and begin creating advanced computers, fabrication technology, and robotics. The final part was designed for a complex neural network, a fairly sophisticated AI. Using a quarantine sandbox simulator on the AI, we determined its modeled behavior. First, it would aid the recipient race in completing any part of the tech bootstrap process they had not yet mastered, up to the point of providing a general-purpose fabrication system that could supply all the host race's needs. At a certain point, once this host race was determined to be fully dependent, it would redirect all fabrication efforts to producing a solar collector transmitter array using all resources on the planet, killing the host race ecosystem in the process. That's what happened here. In short, it is a technological virus that targets industrial age civilizations who naively assume extraterrestrial messages are intended to be helpful. Reminds me a little bit about the von Neumann idea, where machines make other machines with the sole purpose of stripping down resources of a planet to make other machines. Like, all it does is it creates more of itself to harvest more resources and create more of itself, but the original purpose of it lost. No one understands why they were doing it other than to destroy everything. I got that a little wrong. So, if I remember correct, so my first introduction to von Neumann, the idea of this, was the Stars 4X game. But it turns out they were based on an idea that an AI would produce. There was an AI that would want to replicate itself and would seek out and harvest resources on the planet, including like people, living things on the planet, draining it of all resources to produce factories or bring the resources back to the factories or production that created these machines to create more machines to eventually harvest everything in the galaxy. Hello, Defender. You don't have any drone defense except for your lasers. You also had nothing in you. and something on what looks like a desert world? Pretty bleak looking planet surface from space. An old fission-powered drill sits amid a rock field. Upon examination, the team discovers it has been fitted with an adamantine bit. While the adamantine is unscratched, the shaft has been worn by the elements. Trying to reactivate the drill might just leave the adamantine buried deep underground. Well, we have plenty of adamantine. Even after we construct a actual ultra cannon, we should still have over like 300 left, I think. So let's go ahead and reactivate the drill and see what's down there. The drill descends several hundred meters, then spins up. For several hours, it continues to penetrate the hard rock. Suddenly, there is a cracking sound. When the team retracts the drill, there's nothing left. Whatever could have broken an adamantine drill bit remains a mystery. You know, my first experience with the word adamantine, I used to call it, was adamantite. And I used to call it, adamantine, I think, or something like that instead. And I thought it was a made-up metal designed for Dungeons and Dragons. Since the Drow, I thought, used it for the construction of their Drow weaponry. And thus it couldn't be a real element. Is it actually, now that I think about it, is it a real element? One second. Yes, so it's based on a Greek myth, but it's a real metal, or at least they named a metal after it. Some sort of, like, steel-like metal. If the internet, if a quick look at a DuckDuckGo Brave browser search is enough to prove it to me, then yes, it actually is real. Yeah, I never thought it was, though. I always thought it was fake. Right? Well, let's talk about Tim. Nothing, because we're approaching another star, so we can mercifully not talk about random crap for a little bit while we see what this star might have near or on it. Another really bright blue star. We'll sail right over it. Alright, nothing on it. And then we'll check these two planets. And that will do. Ooh. I like the ice world. Let's see what's on it. Nothing. But ice and snow, we already know what those are, so we don't get any more research points for that. Let's head down here next. I suppose we have the adamantine to probably go back to the Zor place. Ooh, hello? And take a look at what they have. Sentinels. Guarding the planet. Let's not get so close to them because we don't have to. We can let our drones do the work over there. They were guarding something down here. Let's see what it was. Why were they interested in this desert planet? Or desert-looking planet? Mountains. Another titanium deposit. This time a bit larger, but also higher up. Even in the planet's lower gravity, it takes a quarter rotation to return to the lander. Okay, well that was it. That's out here. Let's double back to the Nexus. I I don't think we gained the research points to really get anything new. But we'll double back to Kite Station anyway and pick up that one person that we lost. Okay, Tim. Well, it's a bit of a fly back. So what do we do? What are we talking about? Oh man, viewer. Okay, so any other games that you recorded and scrapped? I began to record the next Hedon, the Blood Rite episodes, but I've got only one video of that recorded, and I feel like I should probably re-record that as well. When I originally recorded Hedon early this year, 2022, I had gotten through most of the game already on screen. The game's a bit like Hexen, and Hexen is a bit confusing, given that you need to find certain keys and pull certain levers to activate certain things and make progress to advance forward. So with Hedon, it wasn't a blind playthrough of that FPS. I've always struggled to figure out if I want to record a game blind or not. Generally for FPSs, especially like old school FPSs, I kind of like recording them a little blind, and by blind I mean not knowing what's going to come up, because I find that it's the skill you want to watch of the player and their reactions to encountering things for the first time. But I also don't like cutting the recording to do things if necessary. Like, if a game has lots of grinding in it, I'm going to record the grinding because I feel it's important to show the viewer what the game's actually like, in case they are watching like the 20th video and they're still not sure they want to pick up the game or buy the game themselves. Showing them that suddenly the game becomes grindy when it wasn't before is a good thing, I feel, since it's a warning that, hey, you better like this sort of thing because it's going to be in the game. And we have more Vendari here. We're going to try to ignore them and get to the Warp Nexus, but it looks like we're going to have to fight at least one of them. Let's shield up as we approach. Oh, we have Sentinels here too. Okay. We have multiple Sentinels. Alright, let's deal with the Sentinels first because they're going to make this really annoying. And the Sentinels are both let's say only lasers, because not quite only lasers. It's mostly lasers. Oh wow, actually this was mostly Sentinel ships. I thought this was mostly Vendari. Now you guys are all fighting a Vendari freighter. There's two of them. I guess since we're just fighting them, we might as well destroy them. We still have combat music playing. There's a Flenser to the north. We're just going to ignore it. Let's get to the Nexus and head back to Kite Station. Oh, nope, there's a freighter here, but I'm just going to ignore the freighter. Alright, Kite Station. Let's dock with ya. We get another person. How's the morale? Oh, I just realized I have an extra module on this ship. We could put something else on it, actually. Really? Well then, wow. Why don't I do that? We'll give it another shield generator. Yeah, alright, we'll do that. I guess now I should save it as well. There we go. Very important to do that on screen. How much research do we have? Not very much. 228. It's enough to grab something small. I did mention grabbing the solar research and seeing if the Tinkoden would be interested in having it after we research it. But I'm not going to do that, since we only have 228 research points. We have time to do a little more. So let's, I think, let's go back up here, and we'll take this to one of the last warp gates we're aware of. Oh, no, let's head up here first. We have the lobsters to visit, which we didn't visit last time, right? So let's go ahead and say hello to them. I think we've found all of their ships at this point in the game. So let's say hello. This looks like a nice world, so I'm assuming this is where they sit down. 3/4 of this planet is covered in a temperate biome, and the majority of it is freshwater fjords. This environment seems ideally suited for the lobsters, who have recently arrived here after Final Hope repaired their disabled ship. The survey team is immediately recognized. Apparently, the ship recorded the team's efforts. They have little to offer in the way of reward, as their colony is just getting off the ground, but they are delighted to share their Moss engineering knowledge. Plus 40 research points. Hey! Very good, guys. Good luck to you down there. I really just wanted to stop by and say hello. And also see if there was anything special about finding all of the ships, but we might not have found all of them. I think we did, though. Cool. Alright, so what are these markings? I'll leave the mark about the stone sphere there. I no longer care about Vendari held space. I know it's out here somewhere. I no longer want to go out and farm adamantine. I don't think I did that ever, by the way, or maybe once off screen quite some time ago. I don't think I did. That mark I want. Super telescope. Okay, what else do we have? No other mark notes down there. What is this one? Right, we have another one of those giant space things. What is this one? The Zolar Outpost. Let's go to the Zolar Outpost. No, let's not. I know it's not here. There is no graffiti station. It was a lie. The graffiti is a lie. That's the neutronium section. Oh, sorry, that's the neutronium gambling. Still haven't looked for the other planet. I'm guessing it must be one of these. We're supposed to fly up this direction. But we'll go here instead. We have hostiles immediately. Sentinels. They're a little far off, though, so we'll visit this planet first. This is another arm of the galaxy, so we might encounter another new race down here. Oh, we got one. But nothing in that probe. There was a single wormhole to the south and nothing else to the north. We'll go ahead and scan the gas giant, and then we'll have to probably deal with the sentinels. That sentinel will be in the way, so let's get ready to deal with it. Shields up. It's a Flenser, so this is something that has flak on it. We have so much titanium, though, that we can go ahead and just send our drones out. Get away from those 4 lasers. Oh god, they're firing. Let's not crash into that discharged core. I've always been a large fan of swarms in games I play. This comes from me being a Tyranid player way back in the 3rd edition of Warhammer 40k. So I love watching stuff like this. And that was back when StarCraft was released in 1998. I was a original fan of the Protoss, the idea of them. But I became a huge Zerg, actual Zerg fan. Not for the story. I thought the story was okay. But I liked the gameplay of them a lot. That was amazing. Cutters, interceptors, and something else. We can definitely send out more of our ships to deal with these. Interesting. Sentinels look like they're on a patrol of some sort, visiting each of these planets. I think our drones are setting up for an attack run, which is why they do too much to that interceptor. Oh god! No, it's not going to hit the... It's not going to hit the core. But this other ship might. If we don't kill this other one quickly, we could end up in a situation where it fires on our drones, misses, and hits that core. So we'll want to destroy it. To save them. And our shields, let's let us stay here and pummel these other ships. With 5 shields, I don't think we can destroy the core and survive. I think we need a 6th shield. Even then, we'll lose lots of people if we're in range of its explosion. An unnatural blue light shines out from a crater. Strangely, sensors detect no radiation or energy readings whatsoever. Up close, the team leader reports that the light seems to be emitted from a chamber with a narrow opening. Have a team member rappel in. The team member disappears into the chamber, and his radio goes silent for some time. Just as the team was preparing to give up hope, he reemerges with the source of the light, a glowing cylinder. The team's engineer examines the device and concludes that it seems to do 2 things: emit high levels of radiation, and transmit a signal designed to mask that radiation from sensors. He speculates that it may be a kind of booby trap. Luckily, the team's extreme environment gear blocked the harmful radiation. Yes, good research upgrade for us there. The device seems quite old, and yielded some useful data once disarmed. That's at least 2 planets now where our better environment suits saved some of the crew. Alright, shields up as we go past... Oh, the star. We have a Flenser out here. I guess we'll deal with that too. Actually, we can probably ignore it. I don't care about your combat... I do care about your combat music, but we're just going to ignore it. Head down here and scan this planet. Ooh, big blue gas giant. Nothing in particular interest on it either. So let's check this planet. We'll take the wormhole, and then we'll scan the next sector, and that'll do it for us. Another swarm probe. Once again, this one smashed into this planet at high speeds. Fortunately, it seems the angle it hit the atmosphere slowed its descent enough that its databanks are mostly intact. It mostly consists of celestial survey data, but the team manages to recover a modicum of valuable information. Plus 80 research points. I think the next thing we're going to upgrade will be another perk for our axial ultra cannon. Oh, there's a sun out there that we... Oh! Game's getting choppy. Alright, we'll do this battle, and then everyone, we will call the session. Oh, this is a very pretty looking fight. Lots of enemies. Lots of stuff happening. I like this. We'll take apart this carrier of theirs. If we can. Yes! Alright, our drones are coming back for a refill of their fuel. We'll go ahead and deal with the other Sentinel as well. Let's destroy this thing and then we'll call it quits. Or 2 of them. Oh, we have even more here. Okay, let's wipe out all the hostiles in this sector. Our drones are continuing the assault anyway. Oh, that's interesting. The carrier just materialized. Man, that 5th shield module is really nice. Although I do have to worry about these drones. Oh, hey, nice. At the very end, we suddenly captured a swarm probe, though there was nothing in that one either. Alright, guys, let's stop here. When we come back, we'll explore this sector, and I'll see you guys then. Take care, everyone, and thanks for watching.